Coming to you live from the If You're Feeling Adventurous Twitch stream. How's it going, everybody? So, this crossed my feed from Ground News today. What's up, Patriot dudes and dudettes? Hey, welcome in, Poet. Good to see you, man. We're recording for YouTube. We're going to cover this story about a Mexican drug czar, corrupt as, obviously. Who else? You only need to ask yourself one question. Yeah, exactly. Who profits? That asking the question, who profits, will lead you to the source of the problem 9 times out of 10. Okay. New York, February 22nd. A former Mexican law enforcement official, once in charge of his country's fight against drug traffickers, was convicted on Tuesday on U.S. charges that he took millions of dollars in bribes from the infamous Sinaloa cartel. Follow the money. Yep. Federal prosecutors in the New York City borough of Brooklyn said Genaro Garcia Luna accepted bribes from the cartel, once run by Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, in exchange for protection from arrest, safe passage for cocaine shipments, and tip-offs about forthcoming law enforcement operations. Yep, all the typical stuff. On its third day of deliberations, the jury found Garcia Luna guilty on all 5 counts he faced, which included continuing criminal enterprises and conspiracy to distribute cocaine in the U.S. Big surprise there, said no one. Garcia Luna, 54, is one of the highest-ranking Mexican officials ever accused of ties to drug trafficking. He led Mexico's Federal Investigation Agency from 2001 to 2005 and was Public Security Minister for 6 years until 2012. Garcia Luna worked closely with U.S. counter-narcotics and intelligence agencies as part of former President Felipe Calderon's crackdown on cartels. He now faces a prison term of at least 20 years, should be closer to life, and up to the rest of his life. Okay, there we go. When he is sentenced on June 22nd. Garcia Luna, who once stood at the pinnacle of law enforcement in Mexico, will now live the rest of his days having been revealed as a traitor to his country. Well, so many of their politicians are. It's one of the most corrupt countries in the world right now. Well, I actually don't know if that's concrete true anymore. There's a lot of corrupt countries these days. Hey, Twisted, you're the geopolitics expert. Where do you think Mexico ranks for corruption? Breon Peace, the top federal prosecutor in Brooklyn, said in a statement following the verdict. Cesar de Castro, a defense lawyer, told reporters Garcia Luna will continue to do everything he can to clear his good name. Mr. Luna, his family, and the defense team trusted in the process, trusted that the jury would see through the government's case. Castro said outside the courthouse, "We are very disappointed that it did not, but we respect the jury's decision." Middle in the cartel-held areas, higher at a local level, federally relatively low. Interesting. But see, if the ground level law enforcement is corrupt, it doesn't matter if the federal level is corrupt, because the federal has to act on what the ground level people are feeding it. So, kind of moot if the ground level people are corrupt. President Trump says death penalty for drug and human traffickers. I definitely agree death penalty for human traffickers. I think there's more of a discussion to be had with the drugs. Not in Mexico. Really? I'll have to polish up on how their system works then. I don't know, but even here in Germany, corruption grows by the day. Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on the European countries. Especially while I'm still trying to record this. Calderon said in a statement shared on Twitter that he respects the decision of courts that act in accordance with the law, but the verdict is being used politically to attack him. Said the decision does not diminish his administration's anti-crime efforts. U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ken Salazar said on Twitter, the verdict showcases the unwavering U.S. commitment to defending democracy and zero tolerance for corruption. Sure. During a 4-week trial, jurors heard from 9 convicted cartel members who agreed to cooperate with prosecutors' investigation and testified about bribes Garcia Luna received. Luna moved to the U.S. after leaving office and was arrested in Texas in 2019. He'd pleaded not guilty. Jesus Ramirez, a spokesperson for current Mexican President Andrés Manuel López. These people with their fucking long-ass names. Andrés Manuel López Obrador said in a tweet, "Justice has come for the former squire of Felipe Calderon. The crimes against our people will never be forgotten." Following Garcia Luna's arrest, Calderon experienced profound shock and said he was unaware of what his former secretary minister is alleged to have done. Guzman was sentenced to a life in prison in 2019, following his conviction in Brooklyn on drug trafficking and murder conspiracy charges. He is at high security Supermax prison in Colorado. People who sell good weed and mushrooms are exempt, but if you sell that dirt weed, you get it. Dude, I know some people who smoke some dirt-ass fucking weed, dude. And I don't understand how you smoke dirt weed. It smells terrible. And it smokes worse. Anyways. So, yeah. That's... Eee! Not all weed. I used to feel that way, Twisted, but I've encountered some strains that actually smell pretty good. But welcome in, Raiders. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. E, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. What kind of shenanigans were you guys up to? We're talking about a corrupt drug official from Mexico. Just got sentenced here in the U.S. Going to spend the rest of his life behind bars, looks like. Welcome to the adventure. That's right, Jinxie. So, yeah. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Zach. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. PST with politics. I was a little bit late today. That happens sometimes. And we're live on the weekends with gameplay and memes and degeneracy. Thanks again for the raid, E. I really appreciate the support. You know I do. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up the recording section of this. All I have to say in addition to this is, man, oh man, this sure tells me a lot about the stability of the border situation. A lot of bad things. God have mercy on us. Welcome to the adventure.